The best players in the world are working constantly at their pre-swing fundamentals. That includes grip, stance, body posture, body angles, and being dynamically ready to prepare yourself to hit the best shot you can. They're truly the building blocks of every great golf swing. You cannot ever sacrifice working on your pre-swing fundamentals. Everybody wants to hit the ball longer. And I'll tell you where it all starts. It starts with your pre-swing fundamentals. If you look at those that hit it way down the fairway, I'm talking over 300 yards, this is what you see. You see a setup, especially for the driver, where the stance is pretty wide. In fact, you want to feel like you can get your shoulders inside of your feet. Many of you stand like this and you're wondering, oh, I can get power from here. You may be able to turn a lot, but you're not going to be able to get the feeling of that body in terms of being wide with the stance to end up coiling back and then unwinding. So a wider stance is critical. The next thing is the setup as it relates to the spine. If you take a look at this, many of you that hit the ball really short have a tendency to have the top of the spine leaning to the left. This is the kiss of death for distance. I want you to check your setup. You want a little bit of tilt to the right where the top of your spine goes this way. Notice also my hips shift a fraction to the forward side or target side, which helps create a little tilt with the spine. Now you're set up with a proper spine angle that allows you to turn behind your golf ball, which is going to help you to generate a lot of power. Now the next thing you look at is your hand position. A lot of you grip the club way down into the palm of the hand, and you wonder why you can't get any hand speed. You know, there is no question that your hands deliver a lot of power and speed to that club head that's transmitted from the body. So if your grip is bad, and let's call it positionally, where it's in the palm, you've got to get it more in the fingers of the left hand, and you'll notice that the V on my left hand is pointing to the right side of my face. The right hand, you'll also notice this V formed by the index finger and the thumb is also going to my right ear. From here, now I can start to feel this. Take a look at this. When I come into the golf ball, my wrist can uncock. You can see the inline relationship of the shaft in the left arm, but this grip will ensure the club face squaring up. Whereas if you're in a weak position, you check this first. Right hand is usually over here. Your left hand may be real weak, which opens the club face and makes it very difficult to hit that powerful shot. So in terms of those pre-swing fundamentals, it's critical. The next one would be the body posture as it relates to your address position. You want to end up getting yourself set up where a lot of people say flex your knees. So they flex their knees way too much. In fact, you can see that my spine is now straight up and down. There is no leverage with my right hand to go down to the ground. So I want you to end up doing just the opposite. Let's take in our posture, let's take the back pockets, we're going to push them up and out like so. My legs now appear to be fairly straight. Now I'm going to slightly flex my knees, and now you're going to see the weight at the balls of my feet. Because if I start at the balls of my feet, it reminds me of any great athletic sport where you're dynamically prepared to move in one direction or the other. Because as you start to swing back and through, if you don't start with balance, you're never going to have it. So the key is also, when we're set up to it, you're going to notice I have the body angle. You can see hips slightly forward, spine tilted to the right, wider stance, good grip. Now, as I go back to this down the line situation, you're going to see that my knees are slightly flexed, my spine is tilted but straight, and you'll also see this. Take a look from a down the line. My chin is away from my chest. Many of you have heard for so many years, keep your head down, and so you end up burying your chin to your chest, and from here you have no ability to make the proper turn. So in terms of also the arm hang, you're going to notice that my arms are hanging from this really good body posture. If you're a player that's not really having much luck with power, if you don't check here first and you don't take a look at these pre-swing fundamentals, you're basically not going to have one chance to hit the ball far. So it's critical that your setup is absolutely on the mark.